Indiana Governor Mike Braun is now allowing the execution of an Indianapolis man who killed a Beech Grove police officer.
Earlier today, the Indiana Parole Board sent the governor a letter recommending he deny clemency for Benjamin Ritchie.
And now the governor's responded to that recommendation. Rich Nye has been following this case for years and joins us now live in studio with not only the governor's response, but also the parole board letter, their reasoning, and also reaction to that. Rich?
So the governor says that he has carefully reviewed that recommendation from the parole board and he will not grant clemency to Benjamin Ritchie. So 25 years after killing Officer Bill Toney, Ritchie is now less than 6 days away from the state killing him. Benjamin Ritchie shot and killed Officer Bill Toney during a foot chase running from a stolen van in a Beech Grove neighborhood in September 2000. The parole board interviewed Ritchie for an hour at the Michigan City prison May 5th.
There's not a night that doesn't go by. That night doesn't haunt me, I think about it all the time. It doesn't go away. When you take someone's life, it don't go away. It's always there.
On Monday, the 5-member board heard 4 hours of testimony for and against clemency, including an expert on fetal alcohol syndrome disorder. In its letter to the governor recommending against clemency, the board wrote, "We find that a vast majority of the information related to Benjamin Ritchie's history of abuse and neglect, including but not limited to prenatal alcohol exposure, has been appropriately considered by the fact finders and judicial officers tasked with considering the evidence." The state deputy public defender representing Ritchie responded to the recommendation. Before learning the governor would not stop the execution, Mark Koselke said, "We are extremely disappointed that the parole board concluded that Mr. Ritchie's death sentence is based on accurate information." The parole board recommendation also notes the long wait for justice for the victim's family. The outcome that those individuals were promised by a jury of Mr. Ritchie's peers was that Mr. Ritchie would ultimately be put to death for his egregious actions. The family and friends of Bill Toney have patiently waited for the day when that sentence would be fulfilled.
It's time for this chapter of my story, our story, to be closed. Time for us to remember Bill's life and not his death. It's time.
And I asked Dee Dee Horn, Officer Toney's widow, for her reaction today to the parole board recommendation against clemency. She replied by text message, a message you just heard: "It is time." And time appears to be running out for Benjamin Ritchie. His lawyers have asked the U.S. Supreme Court for a stay of execution. That may be the only last-ditch effort.
Right. Okay. Keep us updated, Rich. Thank you.